My name is Blake Marggraff. I'm one of the founders and the CEO of the digital health company Epharmix. And Epharmix, the premise is really simple. We keep the toughest, sickest patients in touch with their care teams automatically, with the goal of not only improving clinical outcomes, but saving dollars and even generating new revenue for our customers, the healthcare providers that are taking risk. I do what I do for a pretty simple reason. I think that technology, and specifically high-growth health tech companies, are the best way to pair true impact in healthier lives with the scalability that technology brings. And at the end of the day, I think creating value that's both economic and kind of humanitarian is where I want to fall. There's an entrepreneur named Ken Hess who started and bootstrapped a software company that created organizational chart software. And this was back in the day, back in the early days of technology. He was and is a mentor of mine, and really looked at value first and product second, and kind of helped instill that view in me. You know, I say sometimes to my team that the reason we work so hard is to build in enough buffer time so that every time we mess something up, we can have a success that balances it out and moves us forward a little bit, which I think is why startups are in the office so many hours in a given week. You know, I once started working on a research project that tried to use the invasive weed algorithm to model online interests for folks who are browsing websites with ads on them online. Fantastic idea. We got these really cool graphs. I convinced a bunch of friends way smarter than I was to help out with it, and it failed miserably. Never went anywhere. That said, you know, some of the failings there continue to inform how I approach management and startups today. Again, you said, at least for me, what it means to be a founder, to be an entrepreneur, is getting the right people in the right places, the right resources around that, and then using those people and those resources to create as much value as possible as quickly as possible. And that's almost philosophical, right? That's not exactly actionable. The way that view informs my approach is in an extremely quantitative management style, where at the end of the day, it really has to come down to numbers. And you have to be pretty honest with yourself as to whether you're succeeding or failing, and then be proactive about fixing that if it's not going as it should. Take every introduction that's offered. I'm astonished these days to see folks that have the opportunity to connect with people much more experienced, much smarter, much more seasoned than I am, and turn it down, saying, no, I'm too busy. And I guess in that same vein, don't be busy for the sake of being busy. Instead, focus on executing on what you know is important to you and your company. My view of innovation is, or at least my experience with it so far, is that it's generally more orthogonal than completely novel. So I'd much rather work on an idea that sits at the intersection of two fields or spaces, or even two really specific technologies, than try to dream something up from scratch. If only because at least when you take that orthogonal approach, you wind up with something that has a depth of knowledge on either side. So Epharmix is a digital health company. We help the toughest, sickest, poorest patients stay in touch with their care teams automatically, and while doing so, create value for the payers and the providers. Learn more at epharmix.com, or shoot me an email. My email is blake@epharmix.com.